News of the
The mountain
hour.
directly over our heads.
News of the hour.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call out guardsmen.
Uh-huh. What the heck? Lola,
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a Paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Bronca's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Woo! Wasn't the duel the first blow? Oops.
It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
So who is? So why is and who is Bronca?
The only Paragon in the last 4 generations. Quite an honor for a girl from the Smith caste.
How's it with Paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the black lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a Paragon. They moved
she's
Bronca,
creating clean,
Ogren, and all
efficient
the
fuel.
relatives to
That's
the
actually
noble
pretty
caste
sick.
and founded a new house in her name.
Bronca was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a Paragon, she was just a Smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
So that's what you two are arguing about? Bronca.
It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why does Ogren care so much about Bronca? Well, we just learned why they were married. Actually, so why Bronca went to deep roads anyway?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
That's good going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Yeah, sure. Alright then. Right, so we know the documents are forged now, so we're not going to bother. We're just going to be an up and up, really.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
I shall do it.
I don't think so, sir. There'll be no mafia organization
I could get more if I
threatening
sell
people for
something.
protection money.
Well, well,
In my
looks like
neighborhood.
we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
More like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
That's a
Then
fair
allow
assumption to
me
make
to
when you're
make some
scared.
introductions.
But I've literally killed
These are
much bigger
dangerous
things than this
times
thing.
in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
The Carta?
You really should learn more about the places you visit. The Carta is the foundation of business in Orzammar. It's a commercial venture of like-minded individuals who make money in whatever way suits their talents.
Or a gang of thieves running a protection racket.
You say protection racket, I say honorable business. You say thief, I say dead human.
Take a good look. I'm a goddamn mage. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Get out of my face. All of you.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
Alright. What do you know about her Carta then?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well. You go that far. The caste divide is deep indeed.
These casteless, they're all the same. Beggars, thugs, and murderers, everyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Figor is not kidding. He is the only merchant in the game with no markup. So all his stuff is literally the cheapest you can possibly afford to get from anywhere. Alright, let's see here. And he has nothing I want. That's actually disappointing. So we might as well take advantage of this and just do... Let's see here. Let's get 4 elf root, 2 lifestone, 1 flask, and 2 concentrated agent. A remarkable emerald. Oh, okay. That's kind of bad.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
Oh, you're great to let your whole prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Orzamar's first chantry. And you know what? I'm all for freedom of religious expression, so that's a good ending in my book. Now, let's see here. Mage, support mage. Hogwarts coming with us. Here will be switch warriors. Okay, let's see here. I apologize for subjecting you to everything I just showed you, because Gorham's body model is horrible.
I Dukin's beard.
Horrible.
Yes.
Let's see.
Of all the...
Okay.
Yes.
Like to buy something, I...
Alright, let's see here. Alright, we don't need small clear crystals any longer. We fought the two threats in the game that actually warranted this type of bomb. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here.
So, are you a very religious man, Master? I'm curious. I believe...
Lord Stress first ask.
I heard you say you were raised in an abbey.
I was raised in a castle. I was schooled in the abbey. As far as being religious, I don't know. Not especially. What about you? Not in your line of work, I expect.
Why do you say that? I happen to be quite devoted in my way, as most Antivans are.
Truly? But you kill people. For money.
And I ask forgiveness for my sins from the Maker every chance I get. What manner of monster do you think I am?
But you ask forgiveness and then you go right on with your sinning.
The Maker has never objected. Why should you?
I have no idea.
Well, there you go. Perhaps you ought to think about asking for a little forgiveness yourself, huh?
Alright. So the reason I'm picking to do the provings is because I refuse to really bother with the deep road stuff. It's just super tedious. And I've already skipped so much content in this Let's Play. Regardless, it's for the sake of not destroying my mind with completely nonsensical content. That's really not that fun to play through.
The proving ground. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
Alright, let's off to the proving master
The
first.
proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
What is a proving?
Oh, I forget you surfacers do things so differently. The provings are where the best fighters in Orzammar prove their worth and the worth of their houses. Provings can also settle matters of honor. Whoever wins receives Valos Atreidum, the ancestors' blessing. Whoever loses is deemed unworthy. This proving will honor King Endrin's memory. Are you interested in fighting?
I haven't decided yet. Come back later.
Don't wait too long. The proving will begin as soon as everyone's ready.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Who are you?
Why, I'm Basil Harrimont, but you know that. Why else would you... if you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out the proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
If you tell me what's happening, it could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So, you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but... I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
What evidence does Balin have? Which finding if your secret was safe?
There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
What evidence does Balin have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I'll get the letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrimont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Alright then. So, as you can see, everyone is pretty much doing everything they can to screw over everyone else politically. It's kind of a mess. An awful mess. But it's a mess that completely defines the way that keeps this city. Oh, we need to find one of these to get one of the best equipments in the game. And one that will literally never leave our player character.
I shall do it.
This won't take long.
Hey, we got Baizel's love layers. Look at that. Alright. Nice and easy peasy.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Alright. Alright. Swearing.
Go away. I don't talk about violence.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
Never mind then.
You want to talk? Enter the...
Alright, not gonna waste your time with you. But that's fine. Here you go, Ice.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
5 layers.
Where did you get those? No, I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
They'll fight in the proving. I can never turn away man love.
I will be glad to fight for Harrimont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
Holy crap. Guess you watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
So the proving is just a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
So basically, the big thing about Jalal is that I don't like it. So what are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
You have not fun one. Excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can...
I'm sure he can. No, Jalal, you're bad. Damn it. Alright. Okay. Roshan Guiden.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
I'm Frank of the Grey Wardens.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Duan Ferender asked me to talk. Duan Ferender asked me to talk to you.
I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harrimont's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
Harrimont's not conceding.
Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly?
Duelin. And I'm rallying all fires for Harrimont.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Duelin.
Yeah.
He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get into proving, knock some heads.
Maybe I will at that.
Alright. Alright, let's see here. Lady.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained.
In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Oh, I'm game. We have in mind.
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test
You know what?
themselves
Let's
in
have
proof.
some practice
They're
where
a hungry bunch who employ
No problem.
unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Or I'll be as unfair as I can. Who want to face what I get?
The younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time. But this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it.
I'll show
We've
off my
got some young
skills.
fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Sure they will.
Quickly, we must fight! I hope I don't get blood all over him if you can. Now we really go.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Alright, sure.
We've got some young fighters ready to...
Uh-oh. Okay, face key. What the heck? Oh,
I shall do. Quickly, we must fight!
You will learn to fear me. Cross me and you shall pay.
oh my god.
Don't give them the advantage!
You cannot win.
Shall be done.
Boy, okay.
It's begun.
Buffet. Shred. Break. Oh my god.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts.
Oh my god. Okay.
Ready for some unofficial... We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Yeah, I believe you now. Oh my god.
Enemies approaching! More the fools say!
Now somehow that one didn't completely destroy us.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts.
Oh my god. These are some really schizophrenic fights.
Ready for some unofficial... We've got...
Okay.
We've taught our fighters some valuable lessons. It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you.
Alright, well. Oh my god.
It shall be done.
Brains are freak.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Woo! Alright now, I'll get going.
Ancestors guide you.
Okay, now we gotta take
The
care
proving, or were you here to take part in the fight? This proving will honor King and... Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
Call whatever you like, honestly.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Ready and eager.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your
Paul
last
Eiding,
chance to
everyone.
make
Give it up for him.
preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
Wait for him. Why
Go
fight?
down to the ring, then. I'll be right there. This is the glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Heramoth's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens. In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin.
Haha. Alright, you want me with this fight?
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Alright.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
That's right, everyone. Praise me.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Sowern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Then I'll tear out his spine.
Excellent. Let us go.
I mean, I really will. I'll just turn into a werewolf to do it.
This is a glory. This round, Heramont's champion takes on the notorious duo. The warrior caste twin terrors now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukjan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, may the dirt taste good when I feed to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Alright, Spirit Wolf. Oh no. Anyway, Spirit Wolf. Overwhelming. Alright.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Do you want to see even more magic, people?
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Pretty much.
Excellent. Let us go. This Heramont's champion has held the field so far. But how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proves her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Alright. Is self-mutilation supposed to frighten me?
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The winner is the Grey Warden!
Oh, man. No tongue versus wolf tongue.
Heramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Alright, no problem.
Excellent. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodwick II defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin?
That has to be
Grey
one
Warden,
really infuriating
choose
gimmick.
your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
I choose the Sorceress Morgan.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
I got you now!
Now we can have
Alright. Wife, wave to the
The
audience.
winner is the Grey Warden.
We have bested their best. Wow, that line looks great, my character.
Wojak Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Haremont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukan leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test? The victory. Go down to the ring. This is the... Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Naidukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haremont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
Let's do this.
Fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Shut up and fight.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Lost it. Yes!
The crowd is eager to see another victory.
You fight well, but your judgment is...
More enemies ahead.
I'll get you!
Right behind you!
Alright. Yeah, Gorm, how'd that
The
feel?
winner is the Grey
And
Warden.
Gorm, the man you banished to the surface?
Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Haremont.
Alright. Well, it was an honor, honestly.
Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
Hell yeah.
You showed him!
The ancestors are smiling on Lord Haremont.
Not bad.
Alright then.
That was an excellent showing.
Alright, let's turn ourselves
So
for
you've
our
proven to be every bit the snake I feared. You agreed to aid my prince, then turn on him in the most public forum in Orzammar. Well, you'll never meet him now, traitor. Not until he's on the throne and tosses your sorry hide into the deep roads.
Just hear me out, I can explain.
Explain what? That you just realized what a puling imbecile Haremont is and want to throw your lot in with a winner?
This is one of the most interesting things about the way you can roleplay a character in Dragon Age Origins. This genuinely is one of the most interesting things. However, I don't recommend picking the first option here for Persuade. Even with Max Persuade, Vartag is too angry to genuinely believe I want to make it up to Balin. That's silly. And now Haremont trusts me, unlike your other spies.
I see your point. Had you come to us first, Haremont would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion, on the proving grounds and off. Are you saying you'd infiltrate his ranks for us? Let the prince know what's happening on the inside?
I'll bring everything Haremont tells me. I need Balin's word and sermon.
For your treaty, right? I heard about that. Sure. If Balin's king, he'll help you against the Blight. If it turns out you helped him get there. If you really want Balin's trust, you'll have to prove your loyalty to Haremont is just an act. What has he asked you to do next?
I don't say it yet. I can you first.
Then find out and come tell me. If you want to be of use to the prince, this is your chance to prove it. And stay away from Lord Helmy and Lady Dace. I'm sure we can find a better way to prove your worth. I look forward to seeing you again.
Vartag wants to help the Haremont to find what he wants you to do next. Alright. Alright then.